Your company is not perfect, and that's okay. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is Jacob Morgan. This is where I share my thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. I am here in Orlando. This is the Keynote Hall where I'm going to be delivering a keynote to around 1,000 people on the future of work and creating employee experiences. And looking at all these empty seats, I couldn't help wonder. Let's say all these people here, there was a person in every one of these seats, and we were all part of a company. Now, as somebody that's running that company, and keep in mind 1,000 people isn't that large, but let's say I was running that company and it's my job to listen to employee feedback, to create great employee experiences. How do I do that for 1,000 people? Clearly, 1,000 people are going to have different interests, different things that they care about, different priorities. How do you scale that? It's not practical to listen to 1,000 people all at once. So what do you do in that type of a scenario? How do you create employee experiences? What should you be thinking about? I think the best way to explain that is to share what Starbucks does with their customers. So Starbucks has something called My Starbucks Idea. I'm sure many people here know about it, but it's a community where customers from around the world can vote and can submit ideas for things that they want to see. These could be ideas for new products. These could be ideas for getting involved with the community. These could be ideas for services. These could be ideas for anything that is related to Starbucks. Now, one of the really interesting things that Starbucks does is they sort of acknowledge that they can't implement and focus on every single idea. So they allow the community to vote up the ideas that they want to see. And they take the most popular ideas and they try to implement them. And they tell customers where they are in that implementation process. Was the idea reviewed? Was it submitted? Is it being implemented? What's going on? They also tell these customers if the idea wasn't successful. So they might tell customers, we've tried out your idea. Unfortunately, it didn't work. It wasn't scalable. It just didn't fit in. We'll keep that idea on hand and we'll see maybe there's a better way that we can do it in the future. But for now, we tried it. It didn't work. And they're completely transparent with that process. They acknowledge that they're getting these ideas from their customers. They're telling customers what ideas are working and what aren't. And they're trying to improve based on what their customers are telling them. Now, what if we took that same concept and applied it to employees? In other words, acknowledging that, look, our organization isn't perfect. And we shouldn't try to be a Google or a LinkedIn or a Facebook. Instead, what we're going to try to do is we're going to take these ideas that employees have. We'll focus on the ones that employees care about the most, and we'll tell employees where we are in that implementation process. We'll tell employees what we're working on, why we're working on it, and we'll tell employees if we've implemented ideas that didn't work and why they didn't work. And we will listen to the voice of the employee. I think that does a lot of things. So one, it'll give companies ideas on things that they should actually do. And two, it'll let employees know that they're being listened to, and it'll set expectations. Employees will know that their voices are being heard. And I think employees will actually be okay with the fact that not every idea is going to be implemented. They're going to be okay with the fact that the organization isn't perfect. But in order to achieve that, we have to have this level of transparency. We have to open up and let employees know what we're focusing on, why we're focusing on it, and we have to listen to the feedback that employees are giving us. I think if we emulate that Starbucks customer process and apply it to the employee process, then we'll really start to see amazing things happen within our organizations. Like I said, your company is not perfect. There is no perfect company, and that is okay. But what makes it okay is if you can be transparent with your employees and let them know what you're working on, why you're working on it, how you're trying to improve, and open up that process and bring employees in. People are not crazy, right? They're not going to expect that, I have every idea we submit has to be implemented, it has to be perfect. We're not dealing with animals, we're not dealing with crazy people. What frustrates employees is when they don't see change happen and when they don't understand why they don't see change happen. It's giving employees insight into that process. So again, Your company is not perfect. That's okay. I'm curious to hear what you think. Leave me a comment below. If you're interested in sponsoring some of these videos, you can email me, jacob@thefutureorganization.com. If you want to get access to podcasts, videos, articles, or other fun stuff, again, you can visit thefutureorganization.com. You can also find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @JacobN. @JacobM. So let me know what you think. Should your company try to be perfect? I don't think so. I'll see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.